Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to my week 2 of using the Medicube Age R Booster Pro. So today we're going to do a full treatment. This is going to be a quick treatment. This is what I like to do twice a week. My daily modes on this are in the morning. I use the booster mode on level 1 and 2 for my penetration of my serums. And then in the mornings, I've been using the microcurrent mode on level 1 to penetrate my moisturizer into my skin and to plump up my skin and those fine lines and wrinkles. And at night, I just use the booster mode to penetrate my serums into my skin, and that's it. Now, midweek, usually on Wednesday, I'll go in with the air shot mode, then I'll apply my serums, and then I'll use the booster mode, and then I will apply my moisturizer, and then I go in with the microcurrent mode. And then I'll go in with the DermaShot mode here on my jawline. I haven't been really using it that much back in here because I've been noticing it's causing a lot of tension right in here for me. It's just like too strong for me in those areas. So the only place where I'm using the DermaShot mode is here on my jawline. Now I will say, after using this for almost 2 weeks now, it's 2 weeks, but I love the device. I think it is a beautiful device. This is like a facial in the palm of your hand. Now, for me, since I can't really use the DermaShot mode because of the EMS and I have sensitive, thin skin with broken capillaries, I'm not getting much lifting with this, and that's where I would add in microcurrent. Now, for the whole month of August, I am just solely using the Booster Pro as my devices. I'm not using any other device while I'm doing this 30 days with this. In September, I will incorporate my other devices and this into my skincare routine, and I'll show you how I'm going to go about that. I want you to think of this device with the levels as per your skin thickness and sensitivity level. So levels 1 and 2 are good for those who have sensitive skin and thin skin, okay? If you have sensitive and thin skin, levels 1 to 2, and I wouldn't recommend going beyond that because that's where you're gonna start to see it being too much for your skin, because the levels on this are more geared towards your skin density, which is your skin thickness, okay? And that is an impedance, by the way. Now, if you have medium skin, no sensitivity, even oily skin, you will probably want to hang out into like the range of 2 to 3. But you always want to start low and then, try each mode. And then the modes that you feel are right for your skin, that's where you want to hang out. Now, for those who have thick skin, you can go all the way up to level 5 if you want, because you have more of an impedance of this reaching down into the muscles. 2, if you have oily skin, that's an impedance. Dehydration, dry skin is also an impedance, but this is based off your skin thickness. So again, if you have sensitive skin, if you have thin skin, I would not take this device on any mode above level 5. And for all skin types, I would recommend staying in levels 1 and 2 around the eyes, around your lips, and on your forehead. Anywhere where that skin is thinner, your forehead, even on level 2, when I use this for booster mode, I feel like this It feels like it's shocking my muscles. And I do, even at level 1, I get like muscle twitching around my eyes. It's more of it's really getting into that nerve, but you could see the skin jump. We'll see if we see that today. And I notice on my left side, I feel this device more versus on my right side because, you know, this is where the side that my heart's on. So you're going to feel a little bit, if this goes for like even microcurrent, you'll feel it more on the left side versus the right side. So we're going to start off with the air shot mode. I want this to be a short video. I was gonna use this with the Medicube products, but I think I will save that for another time. I just want you to see how I'm using this with my products. Now, again, if you are using retinoids, like a retinol or a Retin-A, and they're not meant to be penetrated into the skin, like Retin-A, tretinoin, you don't want to, when you're using the air shot mode, and you don't want to put those on after, and you definitely don't want to penetrate those into the skin. But if you are using a retinoid to where they recommend that it's okay to penetrate it into the skin, then by all means, you could definitely use this device with those products. But if it's not meant to be penetrated into the skin with any extra help, then skip them. And that goes for your acids as well, okay? Acids, we don't penetrate into the skin. There are certain forms of retinoids that we can penetrate into the skin. I'm using Osmosis Correct MD, which is a form of retinaldehyde. Osmosis recommends to penetrate those serums and even massage them into the skin. I have no issues whatsoever with this device causing any irritation or anything like that in my skin. Now, with your air shot mode, they say that this mimics microneedling. I don't think it's like microneedling. I would say it's kind of like similar to microchanneling, but not as aggressive. This is more focused on exfoliation and clearing out the oil in your pores. I think that my pores look so good. Right now isn't really a good time to judge my pores, but they look great. And the reason why I say it wouldn't be a good time to judge my pores is I just cleansed my skin. And when you just cleanse your skin, your pores tend to be less noticeable versus after we apply our products. So after I apply my products, we'll take another look at my pores. Now, before I use the air shot mode, I like to use an exfoliating cleanser with either lactic acid or enzymes. My preferred way is enzymes because enzymes are like little Pac-Man, and they go in and they help unglue those dead skin cells that are ready to come off. They also, what they do is they eat up the dead skin cells that are just, you know, sitting there that are ready to go away. So my two favorite cleansers that are enzymes that are great to use with this device is the Papaya Enzyme Cleanser from Revision Skincare. This is a nice, gentle enzyme cleanser that you can use every day. The fragrance is a very light, sort of like, I'll say citrus, but it kind of leans more on the orangey side. This is a beautiful cleanser. I love it. My second favorite is the Osmosis Purify Enzyme Cleanser. This is a little bit more aggressive than the Revision Skincare Enzyme Cleanser. I have sensitive skin. I'm getting by fair with this. This is not an everyday cleanser for me. This would really make my skin unhappy if I use this every day. I like to use this like 2 or 3 times a week. I never use it back to back. Another one that is great, and this one contains lactic acid. So lactic acid is a nice, gentle exfoliant that our skin recognizes because it's found naturally in our tissues. And something, you know, anything that's under 5% is great and moisturizing for the skin. But this will also help give you a nice, gentle exfoliation and loosen up those dead skin cells. And this is the Neogenesis Cleanser. This one I can use every day, and I still really, really like this too. If my skin is feeling maybe like I don't want an enzyme, or like maybe the Osmosis Purify feels like it might be a little bit too aggressive for me, and also the revision, this is the one that I would go for. Or if you have hypersensitive skin, I would go for this one. So when you're using your air shot mode, you want to make sure your skin is bone dry, and then you can start using it. So I'm going to go ahead and use it, and we're going to stick it with level 2 because I do have that sensitive skin. So microcurrent mode, level derma shot mode, level air shot mode, level 1. So one thing that I love about this device is, since I don't have a lot of time to do my skincare like I did before, it's been great. I'm still, you know, treating my skin, and it's been looking so good. I have been getting so many compliments on my skin since I've been using this device. I'm telling you, it is gorgeous. So I'm gonna switch it to level 2. And then I'm just going to start here right underneath my orbital bone, and you're going to use the edge here. And I haven't used the app with this week to, you know, change out my LED color. I've just been using the colors on the device. Maybe I'll focus that next week, and maybe I'll focus on using my booster mode with red LED and my microcurrent mode with LED. So when I did this on Wednesday, I had a full face of peach fuzz, and I did not get a burning smell while using this, and I also still had all my peach fuzz left on my face. Maybe if I was using a higher level, I would get more. But one of the things that I really love about this device is that, one, it's very easy to use, and it's great if you're short on time. And it really does a great job at penetrating your products into the skin. I really see a difference in my skin since I have been using this. It's like it totally boosted my skin big time with my serums. If you guys have ever used the Pico toner for product penetration like the ways I've demonstrated, and you see how well the Pico toner does for product penetration, this does really well too. Just like that, I say it works better than the My Skin Buddy, but what I love about the My Skin Buddy is pretty much anyone can use it, and you can use it on the center of your neck down here and on your chest. And I do notice a difference in my neck right here and right here that, you know, it's looking like it's neglected. So because you can't use the Medicube booster in those areas. Oh, right there I got that burning hair scent. Oh, that's the first time I got it right here. I have a little bit of my sideburns sticking out. Okay, so there we go. That's the first time I've experienced that. I will say that this again is that I think that this is definitely more powerful on the booster mode than the original Glow Booster H. I see more of a difference in my skin with this on booster mode versus that one. And also what I notice, if the thinner and more watery your serums are with this, the more you feel that current in your skin. And if you spray like a toner or a mist over, or even water over your moisturizer while you're using the Dermashot mode or microcurrent mode, you're going to feel it more. Okay, so for my in between my brows, I just like to take the tip and come up here and use it instead of doing the zigzag movements. And I like to get it right here because I get a lot of blackheads. But my pores look so good. They do look so much better. They look less apparent. than what they did before I started using this. So it is helping with my pores for sure. I noticed that the texture of my skin looks so much better since I've been using this. I just wish that I could use EMS on my skin. So, and I still think that the microcurrent mode on this isn't true microcurrent. It's actually EMS, but at a very, very low frequency compared to the DermaShot mode. And what makes me think that is that you can use those two modes over moisturizer, which most EMS devices you can use over cream products, by the way. And then also the way it feels, and you feel it more if you have water over the skin. It will feel like EMS. So I'm going to switch it down to level 5. So, and I'm just going to take this over my brow bone here, avoiding my eyebrows. And I will take the tip here underneath my eye at level 1. And I'm going to do the sides here. So I almost think that this just like completely zaps the oil out of the pores. That's the reason why they look so good. And kind of like what the Zip Problem Solver does for problem skin and pores. And Melanie recommends using that, you know, a couple times a week for if you wear sunscreen every day, because sunscreen can have a tendency to build up in your pores and cause them to fill up with oil.
Session complete.
And I'm gonna wipe this off and cause blackheads and
Booster microderma air shot mode.
So
Level 1.
I'm just gonna go over my nose again. And get right here close on this side to clean out those pores. I need to get into my nose a little bit more. Sometimes the tip doesn't work that great on my nose. Okay, so now we're gonna do my upper lip. So Medicube did have this on sale for 40% off. And it's still, I think it's 30% off now. So it's over $300, where before I think it was like $289. That's when I bought it. And then
1 minute
the
passed.
10% code dropped it to like $250. But now with my code, it's like $303. I checked it today. So now I'm just going to come up underneath my jaw here. This mode takes me the longest to use, by the way, versus the other modes. The other modes, I'm just really quick with it. I remember we want to avoid our thyroid. I'm going to do something different than what I normally do. Is I'm going to go vertical after I go horizontal. On my neck.
2 minutes passed.
Okay, so that is it for the air shot mode. So I'm going to turn it off. and we're gonna apply my Victoria DN Pepties now. So my skin doesn't feel irritated or anything like that. So maybe the next time I'll do it, I'll use level 3 and see what happens from there. And I'll report back to you guys. So I'm gonna go in with my Victoria DN Pepti Lift. So, I mean, you guys have all seen these, but just in case you want to see it again. So here's my Pepti Lift. This is always my first Pepti. These would be my desert island skincare products. You can take away all my other skincare but do not take away my Victoria DN Peptis. These have made the most difference in my skin. They're amazing. And I know that a lot of you have been really, really loving your Peptis as well and seeing great results in your skin. And these are the skincare products that I will use for the rest of my life if I can. I just love the Victoria DN Peptis. They're amazing. I love their Rejuvenator. I love Victoria DN and the Peptis. All right, so since we freshly exfoliated my skin, and as you guys see, I apply those in sections, okay? So I start out right here, and then I work my way here, and then my neck and my chest. By the time I get down to here, it's already been a minute. And then since I freshly exfoliated my skin, I lean towards that 1 minute mark, okay? So if this was on Tuesday, I would be leaning a little bit longer. I would be going like 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes in between my applications. So that, I took 2 drops by accident in those 2 drops, and that was Pepti Tone. And it came all the way down to here. So let's take another 2 drops. I really like to work this around the areas where I have my wrinkles and where that repetitive movement is. So, you know, your crow's feet, in between your brows, your forehead, your lips, your smile lines. But Pepti Tone just isn't working on your wrinkles. It's also working on like the texture and the tone of your skin. And when I'm saying tone, I'm talking about like sort of like, you know, firming, kind of like what you would think of when people say they want to tone up for when they start doing resistance training. So like toning up the skin. Okay, I even put it on my chest because it does help with my chest wrinkles. It helps with the lines on my neck. I will say, like, since I've been using Victoria DN, actually it'll be a year at the end of this month. And I've noticed that these have really helped me, you know, age well over the last year. I haven't gotten any new wrinkles. I'm not noticing any more sagging in my skin. It's really helped my collagen and elastin become a lot stronger. It was so weak before I started using the Peptis, and my lines, you can't even see like that I have 11s, or I have no forehead wrinkles. I do have like a little line here, a little line here, but I can see them, but nobody else can see them. Where I have my most wrinkles is right here from my scarring, but that has significantly improved. By the way, I'm using the new formulation of the Elastin, the new enhanced formulation. And I have to tell you, I do not like these plastic bottles. I prefer the glass ones. I feel like the plastic bottles are really unstable and very easy to knock over. I really hope that they get feedback about that from others. But what I notice about this Pepti Elastin, it's like really silky compared to the other formula when you apply it to the skin. So some of the new formulas are starting to trickle in. I can't wait to try them all. So, and this is my neck. But it just feels really good on the skin. It's just so very nice and silky feeling. Okay, so I'm going to use Pepti Repair today since we did do that air shot mode, and it will help repair my skin and lessen the chances for inflammation. So this is Pepti Pro-Col. And as you guys always hear me say, that Lift Tone, Elastin, and Pro-Col are my core 4. During the day, I have been adding in the Pepti Hyaluronic because I have a bottle that I absolutely need to finish. It's been open for a little bit. And then sometimes in the evening, just depending on my skin, I will add in Pepti Repair. Lately I have been, because we've had so many wildfires popping up around here, and I'm very, very sensitive to the air quality, and it like affects my skin, not only my respiratory system, but it really affects my skin too. So that's Pro-Col. And then our last one is going to be Pepti Repair. And then we're going to go into my Osmosis serums. And then we will penetrate those with the booster mode. Okay. Pepti Repair. So this is a newer bottle of Pepti Repair, but it's not the enhanced formula. I cannot wait to try that. And let's see what happens after we get all these enhanced formulas. Like if we notice any changes in the skin. Okay, and just always remember when you're applying your Peptis, I like to do 1 drop, keep it at the fingertips, and apply it in sections, because if you apply too many and you put them down past your fingertips, the palms and these parts of your fingers will absorb them into the skin, so you're going to be like wasting product and using more. This Pepti Repair always just feels so good when you apply it to the skin. So I was going to film another video today, and I decided not to. One, because I have simply run out of time. Like ever since I got up this morning, I've been take Misha for a walk, make breakfast. I've done 5 loads of laundry. I had to go grocery shopping. Sundays are like my, chore day, prep day for the week. So went grocery shopping. Then I came home and I made some chicken for the week, some hard-boiled eggs. And after I'm done here, I'm going to go make spaghetti sauce. And spaghetti will be one of our meals this week. And then I also gave Misha a bath. She's passed out right next to me right now, as always when we're in here. And then I'm gonna have time to relax. And when I'm done making my spaghetti sauce, that's when I'm going to edit and put this video up. I'm doing this video right now. It's 12:45 p.m. I'm gonna wash my face later. This is the time that I had to do it. My husband's not home right now, so it's a great time to film without interruptions. So we got the Stem Factor MD. So I'm gonna take 2 pumps of this. And I've been using this, I believe, for over a month now, and it's still going. And I use about 4 pumps a day. So about one day on the weekend, it'll be either Friday or Saturday. I just, do like a light skin fast. I'll take off my makeup and SPF by doing a double cleanse, and then I just throw on my Isden moisturizer. And then another time a week, I'll do give myself a facial using completely different products. Like I won't use the osmosis serums. So I use the osmosis serums 5 days a week, twice a day. So my Catalyst MD, I think it's just finally starting to be at the end here. And I've been using this, I believe, for 2 months, and I use 2 pumps a day of that, 5 days a week. My Correct MD, it's still going. I've only been using this for a month now, and I use one pump in the morning, 1 pump in the evening. My Rescue, I started using this about, I think it was like 1 or 2 weeks after Catalyst, and I'm still going strong in this. Now, I cocktailed the other 3 serums in my hand, and I usually put them in my palm, and I kind of messed up by not doing that. Then I'm going to take the Infused Mist, and I spray about like 5 or 6. I don't know why I did that at my fingertips. So what I do is I just cocktail them, mix them up on my hands. I usually like to do it in my palm with my finger. Less chances of, stuff getting absorbed into my hand. So, and then I just apply them just like this. And I just give them a good massage with my hands. And I apply these around my eyes, even my lids. And my lids have been looking so good. The skin here has tightened and firmed. However, I do still have hooded eyes. And unfortunately, to, help with my hooded eyes, I either need to really focus on working in the fascia, which that's what I'm going to do, or maybe consider like a blepharoplasty with an eyebrow lift, maybe. We'll see. I've always had hooded eyes. My mom has hooded eyes. She had blepharoplasty, upper breath blepharoplasty. I can't even say it. I think it was like last year to help because her lids were really like literally falling onto her lashes and it was blocking her vision. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Osmosis Infused Mist and I'm just going to spray my skin. And we're going to go into our booster mode.
Booster mode. Level 1.
Which is the first one. Now, on the lower part, like my cheeks, I'll use level 2. And I use the watering technique, just like this. I don't even really spend that much time using this. Okay. So the watering technique is great for your serums. Let me say this is the boosting mode. You can use that over moisturizers, but you can use it for your serums too. And since these osmosis serums are on,
level 3, level 4, level 5.
I'm switching to level 1 to use on my forehead because level 2 is too much for my forehead. It gets really bitey and causes a lot of uncomfortable feeling up in my forehead and my scalp.
1 minute passed.
So, and I use the boosting mode on my forehead because it's easier than doing the little circles like this, but this is what I do. And then since I'm on level 1, I'm going to take this and I'll take it around my eyes. Now, when I use this around my eyes, I do, like, it makes my eyeball feel like it's shaking. So I do 5 circles, just like this. Okay. And I'll come over here in my forehead and I'm going to do focused. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds. And then I come over here in the sides. Hold each for underneath my eye for 2 seconds. I'll take it a little bit down my nose. And then we're going to go back to level 1 and work this side. I'm sorry, level 2. I don't know what I was thinking. Level 2. Now, if you don't have thin skin like I do, then you can definitely, you know, bump up the intensity of this. Just if it feels uncomfortable, that means that you want to lower it. Oh, see, it feels really bitey on my forehead here. So I'm going to see if you guys could see it, how it would makes my eye twitch. You can't see it. So I have been bumping it down to level 1 because it just feels better on my skin. Okay, so we're going to go down to level 1.
3, level 4, level 5, level 1.
Okay, go around the eye. Okay. Shoot, this is turning out to be a long video. And then what I like to do on level 1, use it on around my mouth. And then wherever my wrinkles are, I focus it. Usually I do this for about 3.5 minutes, morning and evening, but since I'm demonstrating, it's taking a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm keeping it on level 1, and I'm going to come up underneath my jawline here and on my neck and do that watering technique. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it on. And then since I didn't get to use this on the center of my neck or my chest, I'm taking some more of that infused mist and I am massaging what's left over and also in the center of my neck. Oh, okay. Okay. So here we go. All right, so there's my product penetration with my serums. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with our moisturizer, and I'm gonna use the Isden Day Cream. But first, I'm gonna go in with the Dalba Aromatic Spray Serum. So this is definitely more hydrating than the first serum. This is great if you have dry, dehydrated skin. It's very nourishing, but I'm gonna use it because we did use that air shot mode So I'll spray that, and I'll take a little bit of my Isden cream. Oh, okay. Put that on my skin. Okay, and then I'm gonna take some of my DEJ eye cream from Revision. I usually put this on at night, not during the day, because during the day, when I work, I use the Color Science Total Eye, but I'm not using that today, so I'll apply eye cream. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into microcurrent mode. I'm gonna use level 1, and I'm just gonna go pass over each section twice. Come up underneath my eye here, and then I'll come around the eye here. So look, see how that closes my eye? I never get that with my microcurrent devices. So with true microcurrent, that's what makes me think that this is EMS. It's a tolerable EMS. I can use this form. Okay. I do think that my skin looks firmer and tighter in here, though. Yeah.
1 minute passed.
It's totally contracting my eyelid. But it's not doing it like in a big jolt or a big jerk like EMS does. Okay. Around the lips. Now we're just gonna go under my jawline. And I do the horizontal moves on my neck, avoiding your thyroid. Okay. And if you wanted extra on your neck, you can go up like this.
2 minutes passed.
But I usually just do the horizontal movements. I'll just come up right here. Okay, so 2 minutes and 14 seconds. So next what I'm gonna do is, because we're gonna do the DermaShop mode underneath my jawline, I'm gonna take some of the collagen jelly cream, just a little bit, and I am going to put this underneath the areas that we're going to be using the DermaShop mode. And I'm just gonna be focusing on my under my jaw here. So actually, I'm gonna put some of this on my chest. I might rub the residual after we're done with my neck over the rest of my face so I can get some really good deep hydration from this. With the DermaShop mode, I like to use something that's a thick consistency like this over my moisturizer, so it's not as like shocking to my skin. So we're gonna go in.
Level 1.
Dermashop mode, level 1. Actually, I like level 2. Level 1 feels really like it's annoying to me.
Level 2.
It taps too much. Okay, so I'm gonna come up right underneath here a little bit more. Okay, and then hold. So I think maybe this week I'm gonna add in using this maybe 3 times a week and test it out and see how it goes. I wish I could get rid of those gels. I have to lose weight. Once I lose weight and work a little bit more in my fascia, those gels will go away. But I've had kind of a setback with working in my fascia and my results derailing. So 1 minute, 22 seconds. So I'm going to turn it off.
Level 3.
Oops. So at work where my area is, there's cabinets and they have the pulleys on the drawers and the handles and they stick out and my knees find them. And also I have a standing desk and a couple of the parts of the standing desk stick out. I bump my knees. I have bruises all over my thighs and my knees from, these things, and I'm just a klutz. And I've noticing that it's affecting my posture and how this appears, because all that, whenever you like bump something or you get injured, it creates fascia tension. So I really need to pay attention and start working on my legs with blocking. Once I do, I think that this is going to look a lot better. But I've been experiencing some like back pain, and my right hip has been giving me a lot of problems the last 2 weeks. And that's when I started hitting my knees and my thighs on these handles. I'm telling you, I hit it like 3 times last week. And I was like, every day I go, I'm not gonna bump into him. I'm not gonna bump into him. But what do? I bump into them. Okay, so I am finished with my facial. So I'm just rubbing the rest of that collagen jelly cream into my skin, and I'm actually going to take a little bit more. I'm going to apply this a little bit more to my skin and just, give myself like a really deep hydration facial today. But what I've noticed this week with my skin is that not only does it look more even in tone, brighter, more glowier, plumper, juicier, but I'm noticing right in here that my nasal labial folds aren't as apparent as what they were before. And then right in here, my marionette lines, they're not as apparent as what they were before. I have not done any facial massage. I haven't done facial massage in 2 weeks since I started this device. And so I do like what I'm seeing in my skin. I like my experience with it. I think it's a great device. I'm loving it. I'm so happy that I picked it up. And I look forward to seeing what happens over the next 2-3 weeks, or 2 weeks, because I think in September, what is it, September 1st, I'll take my after video, and then we can do the comparison. And you guys have to just take into consideration, I'm not a photographer. It's hard for me to always get the same angle and all that stuff. I try my best, but I like doing videos because you can really see the difference in the skin. So I'm going to leave this on my skin for a few hours and say goodbye. And if I can, I'll pop in midweek for another treatment. If not, hopefully I'll see you guys next week. I have a really busy weekend next weekend. I have clients on Saturday, and then Sunday we have a brunch to go to. So I don't know if I'm going to have time to get a video up because I pretty much have to do all my grocery shopping Saturday morning, and then go work on my 2 clients that I have. And then Sunday, do laundry. And then Sunday I have brunch. But can you guys just see, like, just from using that DermaShot mode here on my jawline, it did such a great job. I just miss the lift in my cheeks and in my eyes from microcurrent. But other than that, I love the device. So as you guys know, and as I mentioned, it's definitely more expensive right now. If you don't have this, I would wait till Medicube has their next sale. I have a pretty good feeling they're going to have another good sale. A lot of companies are having sales right now because, you know, nobody's buying anything because of, you know, the state of what's happening to the USA with this presidential candidacy. People are very, you know, they're very leery about, you know, spending money. There's layoffs going on and stuff right now. So a lot of beauty companies, it's just not like beauty companies or skincare companies, device companies. It's all the way around. Like, I know we notice it at work. We're slower than normal. Other places are really slow right now because people are not spending money. So everybody's kind of freaking out. All these skincare companies are doing all these big blowout sales right now, trying to get people to buy, but people just don't really have the money. And I totally understand that. I feel the pinch too. Like, I mean, when I go to the grocery store, I feel the pinch. We're not really affected by electricity because we have power or solar panels, and our system is set up to where, you know, we don't rely on PG&E. And especially now because we just invested in the Tesla Powerwall, which is a backup battery system, because here in California, where I live, they shut off our power all the time on a hot day. It's very annoying, and they do it right when, you know, you have to cook dinner and you're coming together with the family. And so you can't use your air conditioner or anything. You have no power. So my husband and I were getting so tired of it. We invested in the Tesla Powerwall. I think we got the newest generation, which is the 3. And now we're completely off grid. So good. So we don't have to rely on PG&E, but I mean, just things are just so expensive right now. And, you know, I'm cutting back myself, and there's a couple things that I need right now, but they're not like everyday things, and I'm kind of holding off. But I'm trying not to spend as much money as what I would like to. But I am saving up for a device. I'm going to invest in the Cool Jet plasma pen. So that's about, I think it's going to be like almost $4,000 for me because of tax and everything. But I probably won't have that until maybe after Christmas or something, because it's going to take me a little while to save up for that. And then if things keep going up in price, it'll definitely take me a little bit longer to save for that too. But that I've been wanting for so long. And with my new job, I'm, you know, full-time. It's going to allow me to really try to save up for that instead of living from paycheck to paycheck. And I know there's a lot of people right now who are living from paycheck to paycheck and can't pay their bills because utilities have gone up so high. And I totally understand, and I totally sympathize. And I don't want to come on here and seem pushy about things. That's not my intention. My intention here is to test things for you guys and show you how to use them and give you my thoughts on whether I think it's worth your money. Now, the Medicube Booster Pro, I definitely think it's worth your money, but I would wait until they have a sale, because right now they did up it. I mean, I think normally this device goes for $4.99, It's 3 something right now. When I picked it up, it was like 2 something, like 280 or something like that with the 40% off and then extra 10% off. So, so just think about that. Just, look ahead because, Medicube has sales all the time. So, all right, I'm just going to go in with the first serum spray now. Spray a little bit over because I'm addicted to this and it feels nice and cooling. And I love the scent. All right, guys, I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I hope to see you very soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have a great week ahead. Bye.